I'm a Christian. Should I wear this? What does it say of me? What will people say? Am I comfortable in it? Is it fit for the event? Does it affect my belief? And so on and so forth. Now, these are some of the questions that might pop into your head when you're trying to pick an outfit for an event. And then, as Christians, a lot is expected of us in terms of the things that we do, which includes how we dress. And that leaves us with a big question. How do I stay Christian and fashionable? Hi Saints, my name is Marianna Ushi and this is Catholic Faith Forum. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Honestly, I'm mystified by religious people who seem unable to make decisions about morality or right and wrong. It begs the question as to whether these people actually have any sort of moral compass or standards by which they judge the conduct of themselves and others. So basically, it isn't wrong for Christians to operate in the world of fashion or to wear designers or whatnot, as long as we keep things in perspective and the fashions we choose do not contradict biblical standards, which means modesty should be our watchword. Now remember, charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
Welcome back, Saints. This is Catholic Faith Forum. So our topic for today is how do I stay Christian and fashionable? And I have with me my amazing ladies of Catholic Faith Forum here to discuss with me. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Marianna.
Hi, Marianne. It's good to be here.
Yeah, is it not your set? How are you?
Me on the other side of the table, child.
You know. Well, it's true, Sha. You're changing seats. So it's all of us wine this
I'm
together.
fine.
Yeah, sure. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
How about you, Marianne?
I'm doing great. I don't know about you, but I can see the beauty written on your face.
Oh, shit. Thank you. I'm doing great too,
Yeah.
you know. Nice energy, girls. So, we're talking fashion today.
Okay.
And, you know, as Christians, there are certain things that people expect of us, especially all those women in church.
Our mothers.
Auntie Doris.
Our mothers.
Yes. So, it brings the question, how do I stay fashionable without affecting or without, you know, angering, if I'm to put it that way, some of these people or even my own self, my own beliefs. So my first question is, what is fashion to you?
All right. Fashion is, it's not just about your dressing.
Okay.
It's about the way you carry yourself. It's about how you want to be perceived. It's about how you look. It's all about confidence. It's all about your looks. It's all about you. So when we talk about fashion, also your dress is a very important. Your dress, accessories, and a whole lot of things that you're putting on to make you, you know, look amplified. Let me use it in that. Let me use that word. You know, amplify your beauty. We're all beautiful in our own right and in our own different ways. But then, just to amplify that beauty that God has given us, we have to put on some certain things to, you know, make ourselves look better. So that's in its whole essence is what we can say, okay, fashion. Now different people do have their styles and do have their you know, sense of fashion and what they perceive fashion to be. You very well know that some people might not want to wear Ankara because it's not their style.
Yeah.
It's not fashion to me. You see some people wear some kind of dresses and you're like, is this fashion? But yeah, it's fashion to them. So different people, different styles of fashion and different definitions of fashion.
Okay, so Evelyn, can you describe your own style? Because Marianna mentioned fashion and style. So I think that style is, you know, personal to you. Okay. So as Evelyn Woha, what is your style?
This question is deep. Because my style, I feel like fashion for me is attitude. There's a particular way I want to be seen. There's a particular way I want to be addressed in different events, like in different occasions. Sure. So my style will be, I don't want to be adjusting anything wherever I am. I don't want to be adjusting anything. I just want to be comfortable, confident, and in whatever and in wherever I am found, I don't have to explain myself how I am dressed. So Why I'm wearing what I'm wearing is because I'm basically so comfortable in it. And
by the way, you girls did not give me the memo. I didn't know we were doing drinks and akara.
But we're
never
still
to
in
be
sync,
caught
you know.
on fresh.
That's right. You know? Okay, so comfort is your own style. Being
Yes.
confident in whatever it is that they catch you
Yes.
wearing and all of that. For me, it's simplicity and standing out. I like to stand out. I like
Okay.
to be Marianne in a way. There are certain things that are difficult for me to wear. I'm just starting to, learn how to wear. I think it's peer pressure. You will hardly catch me in sneakers. I don't know why. I feel
different people,
weird.
yeah.
I feel weird when I wear sneakers. So I'm more of a heels baby. I have
Yeah.
only one flat shoe.
You're a girly girl. Let's
I'm a
put
girl.
it that.
Thank you. I'm a girly girl. She's a girly girl. Me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are the Bible people read, if I'm to, say it that way.
Yes.
What are some ways to incorporate Christian symbols or messages into your wardrobe without being so conspicuous, without making it visible that she's doing too much? There's certain people who will be like, oh, she's doing too much. She's holier than Pope and all of that. How, as Christians, can we incorporate our belief in the way we dress, in our fashion,
Okay, so as Christians, you pointed out something out in your intro. You know very well that you're a church person. You have to go to church. If you're in that family, that definitely you must go to church. And then you have these people that look at you, and when they see you wearing something wrong, they would definitely make a comment about it. So yes, before you even think about those people making comments and all of that, you have to look inwardly.
Yeah.
That's why you have to be spiritual. So yeah, so you can be able to decipher and differentiate between, okay, this is what I'm supposed to wear, this is what I'm not supposed to wear. And as a Christian, you know that modesty and being all covered up, is actually the Christian way to actually dress. So you can still be you can be all covered up, but still look classy, still look simple, still look confident, and still showcase that, great attitude of yours that you have. You can be all covered up. You don't need to show anything. Nudity is not, it's not part of what we should be doing as Christians.
Yeah.
So yeah, having to be modest, putting modesty in a sort of style is also one of the things that
Okay, so modesty is Marianna's own symbol. We're going to pause there. It's time for us to check out who our saint of the week is. Stay with us.
Our saint of the week is Pope Saint Gregory I, also referred to as Gregory the Great. He led the Catholic Church from 590 to 604 AD. He came from a powerful and affluent family with connections to the church when he was born in Rome in the year 540. Gregory's family made money from property they held in Sicily. Gregory was affected at the age of 2 by the horrific Justinian plague in 542, which killed nearly 1/3 of Italy's population. And during his early years, Pope Gregory I, popularly known as Gregory the Great, had to deal with a number of difficulties, such as disease outbreaks and barbarian invasions. He was a brilliant student and lawyer who at the age of 33 was appointed prefect of Rome. He turned the family home into San Gregorio Magno al Celio, a monastery. He first desired a life in the monastery, but in 590 he accepted the position of Pope. Gregory changed the Mass, moving the Our Father, and placed more emphasis on missionary activities. He encouraged clergymen to physically care for the impoverished and provided for them. The first Pope of the Middle Ages, which was Gregory I, was renowned for his abundance of writing and regard for the underprivileged. By increasing the church's power in Rome and Italy, he had diverted attention from far-off monarchs. He had arthritis, but when he passed away in 604 AD, people quickly regarded him as a saint. St. Peter's Basilica is home to his relics, and in order to escape Lent, his feast day was shifted to September the 3rd. The Eastern Orthodox Church also holds him in high regard, and he is revered as the patron saint of artists, singers, and composers. Pope St. Gregory I. Pray for us.
Welcome back, Saints. That was our Saint of the Week, and I hope that you learned one or two things from that. So back to our conversation, we're talking how to stay Christian and fashionable. Before the break, Marianna, I asked you what sign or symbol or message you can pass through your fashion, to showcase that you are Christ-like. And then you mentioned modesty. So Evelyn, do you have anything to add?
Of course, I 100% agree with Marianna about modesty. Modesty is one of those things that people do not really take very seriously because of the society and, like, let's say the generation of this day. Some people believe that for them to show that they are fashionable or they know what it means to be well dressed, they have to reveal so much. But I believe that it's not about the clothes or what you're wearing. It is you that makes the clothes. So when you believe that it's the clothes that makes you, then you want to show people more. Because if there's something my principal will say, she will say that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And this body we dress up like this, it's not even really for the next person. It is even to glorify God. When you are dressed, you ask yourself that, will people see Jesus? Will people see God in me, in the way I'm dressed?
So that brings me to my next question. Do you think that fashion can be used as a mode of evangelization?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. It's not even think. It is stamped.
Strongly believe.
Yes, we are the Bible people read.
Yeah.
And as a Christian, if people look at you and they look at you and they can't really tell that, oh, is this person a Christian? Or probably they're asking themselves, is this person really a Christian? Then you're not preaching that word. But if people look at you, people look at your lifestyle, people look at how you carry yourself, all of these things, they would, even your dressing, as we're talking about today, they would definitely be pushed to emulate that lifestyle. You never know whose life you're touching. You could probably, there used to be a time when, the trends on social media, everybody dressing in one sort of way, probably wanting to wear skimpy and wanted to wear all shorts, very short, was, probably looking very enticing. You probably think this is actually what fashion should be. I want to do this. But at some point, when you look at yourself and you look at some certain people who are very confident, who are classy, when you look at their style, you're like, I can be like this. Yeah. I can still be classy and still, be all covered up without showing too much. So yes, you can definitely touch lives.
I think I would even like to take us back to Mercy Chinwo's wedding, the popular gospel singer. I just loved all her dresses and everything was on point. When you talk of what's trending, she was there. When you talk of being modest, she was there. And then she used that, for me, I feel like she used that as a mode of evangelization, because throughout her wedding she was playing gospel songs and all of that. So anybody who's watching is seeing that this is a Christian woman, and then she looks so good.
She did.
Combining all of that shows people that you can really carry Jesus and still be trendy, without having to succumb to the pressures of the world.
Sorry, I want to even point something out. Sometimes people all in the name of Christianity feel they should look shabby. Now when you look shabby and other people who are not Christians look at you and they are looking at you and they're asking themselves, this person is a Christian and you're looking shabby.
Exactly.
It really doesn't draw them to actually, indulge in Christianity. But when they know that, this person is looking peng and this person is living this lifestyle of a Christian, why shouldn't I be? What is stopping me from being a Christian? What is stopping me from? You get that? So yes, it's a mode.
I would like to add something to what Marianna has already said. I believe that when you're about to dress up for something or for an event, there is an intention behind whatever you choose. You're looking, there's something you want to achieve. Just like when you said that when you are dressing up, you like to stand out, you like to, be Marianne. If I'm dressing up for an event and the first thing that is on my mind is, are they going to notice me? How many men are in that event like this? How many, the shots, how many shots can I get within these very few hours I will spend here?
Anyway, have you ever felt pressured to compromise your Christian values for the sake of fashion trends? And then how did you handle it?
Okay.
I think as young people, we get this would I call it temptation?
Yeah,
but there's always that pressure. There's always that pressure.
Yeah.
Because in school you are with friends and then you're all going out. The fact that you are Christian doesn't mean that you will not, go out with your
Go
friends
out,
or
yeah.
socialize with
Yeah.
people, you understand? So there are those places that you need to go to, probably the beach, probably someone's having a birthday party or something, and then you see the way a lot of people dress, carry themselves, and then you are like, I cannot wear this thing per wearing, no,
Exactly.
but have you ever been in that situation where it was like almost you trying to compromise, or
Yeah.
how did you handle it?
Okay, so we very well know that right now when it comes to styling and going, probably you want to wear a wedding dress. Most ladies wear corsets. Yeah, corsets with cup. Now, as a plus size person, I admire corsets. But then, can I wear a corset the way you would wear a corset? No, because it would be very revealing. So most times I'm like, I want to wear a corset. But then I can't wear a corset if I don't do it, have it all covered up and all. I know very much that is not my style. But you would want to have that temptation to probably do it, but you just know that you will never be comfortable in it. I know I won't be comfortable wearing it. So yes, I put that aside.
We're going to come back to that, but it's time for us to meet our Know Your Faith crew for the amazing session that we have lined up for you guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Who else wonders why the priest have to process before and after the mass? What's the need of all of that? I guess I'm not the only one. Hi Saints, it's your girl Elefachi and you're welcome to today's episode of Know Your Faith series. And in this episode, we'll delve into the profound significance of the priest procession before and after the Holy Mass. The procession symbolizes the church's movement towards God. As the priest and congregation process into the church, it mirrors our collective journey towards the divine presence, preparing our hearts for the sacred celebration ahead. The act of processing is a visible expression of our faith in motion. It fosters a sense of unity among the faithful, reminding us that we are a pilgrim people on a shared spiritual journey. As the priest leads, we follow, reinforcing the idea of communal worship. The processional cross carried at the front signifies Christ as our guide on this spiritual journey. The lit candle symbolizes the light of Christ illuminating our path, and the incense represents our prayers ascending to God. These symbols enhance the sacred atmosphere, helping us focus on the divine presence. The post-mass procession, that is after the mass, signifies that our encounter with the divine doesn't end with the final blessing. It is a continuation of our journey as a community of believers. The priest, once again, leading the way, guides us to carry the spirit of the mass into our daily lives. The priest's exit with the congregation echoes the call to go forth and share the message of Christ. It emphasizes that our worship is not confined to the church, but extends into our daily actions, spreading the love and teachings of Christ in our communities. Now that you know why the priest process before and after the Mass, don't trivialize it next time you go for Mass and don't leave before him. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you gained valuable insights into the sacred traditions that enriches our Catholic worship. Until next time, be bold, be Catholic.
Thank you very much for that amazing faith session. So back to our conversation, how to stay Christian and fashionable. So we've talked about how peer pressure can maybe make you want to compromise on your standards or your values. And Marianna, as you pointed out, it's good to know who you are and stay true to yourself. There are certain things, if there are certain things that you cannot wear, you don't wear them because other people are wearing them. So what are some tips for, what are some fashion tips that you can give that would align with our Christian values?
Okay. Well, very importantly, you need to know what works for your body size.
True.
For your physique, for the way you look.
Exactly.
In order for you to look far much better. Like as a slim person, it is fine if you wear a condress. But as a thick person, sometimes it depends on how you wear it and it depends on how it is. So you just need to be very, very what word will I use? Very, very sure that okay, this looks suits your body. There are some things that as a thick person you shouldn't really wear. As I pointed out earlier, wearing a corset that is not covered up properly. Some tailors can help you do some lining up, make it have shoulders. But wearing a corset that probably is just like off shoulder, your bust will definitely be showing. So yes, it's far much better for you to wear something that would help you hold your body together, make you look far much better, so that you don't just look everywhere and all about the place.
I think the main thing, the cocoa there is that what suits your body, what works for you. Because it works for the next person doesn't mean that it works for you. And then I'd also like to point out, because we've been talking modesty. There are certain things that I can probably wear and get away with it that somebody who's maybe bigger than me might not wear and get away with it. Yes. So for me, I try as much as possible to remember that, okay, I'm Christian. But trust me, it's very difficult for me to wear skirts that are here. And I'm not even going to lie about it. But if I'm wearing something that's slightly above my knee, I must make sure that I'm comfortable in it, first of all. I must make sure that I want to believe that I'm not tempting anybody. Keep your temptation to yourself. I want to believe that I'm not tempting anybody. And I want to believe that there is also some form of would I say caution. So yeah, I might not like to wear things that are below my knee, but you won't catch me wearing something that is too short either. So it's about striking that balance. So yes, we've talked of modesty, we talked of exposing your bodies. There are people who can comfortably wear spaghetti hands and not look bad at it. You understand? So it's about looking at the two sides. Okay, I'm wearing this. How do I look? Is it going to affect the next person? Am I comfortable in it? Does it represent me? And all of that. So whatever fashion tips that you want to get from this show today, I think it still boils down to you as an individual introspecting and convincing yourself that it's okay, it's not okay, and be truthful to yourself. So even
I think color is very important.
Okay.
Some people don't know how to blend some colors together. That's why we have all these TikTok pages, Instagram pages where people just give fashion ideas on how to blend colors. Some people don't know how to blend colors. Some people wear pattern on pattern. Pattern on pattern will not go. While some people, based on their skin color, like if I'm so light like this and I'm wearing a brightly colored cloth, like a yellow cloth, you cannot differentiate my skin from the cloth. But if I'm wearing something of deeper color, like a black or a deep blue color, something like that, it will just be very, very attractive. There's a balance with it.
Okay, so let's just wrap it up. There's this thing about being fashionable, and then fashion, for some people, they take it overboard. How do you balance being fashionable as a Christian without looking materialistic?
Okay.
Fashionable, materialistic.
Because a lot of people most times redefine fashion and just feel like it's just all about trends, but it's also all about how people perceive you, what your style is, and what you want to showcase. So yes, in order for you to be able to blend in with the trends and all of those things, it's far much better for you to we've been talking about knowing your style and staying true to your style, and also knowing that nudity should not be a form of Christian fashion. So whatever you're seeing on the internet, you just leave it there. Look at it on Instagram and leave it there. Don't let it come into your own personal closet. Try your very best to keep your closet tightly knitted with things that would show or portray you as someone who has values, someone who can still look classy, though, you know, all nicely dressed without being nude and showing all of your body on the internet.
I like people to be very, very careful when they're talking about trends, because what is trending now may not trend in the next generation or next year. So because you're following what is happening now, you will now miss out. Then if I'm talking about being materialistic, then I just need everything. I need to look complete. Some people have managed just 2 shirts and 1 trouser, and they are still as presentable as. Some people even have all the materials, but they are not neat. So what would you say of such people? So I feel like most people should just be very careful when they talk about trends, when they want to follow what everybody's doing. Have your own defined principles. Exactly, because you will not be easily influenced.
All right. Speak stylish but godly. Speak classy but Christian, if I was classy and Christian. You know, just try as much as possible to always stay true to yourself and try not to, you know, go overboard with whatever it is that you are doing. As Christians, it's important that we remember to be now modest, not in terms of, you know, showing, but then modest in everything that we do. The things that you wear. Try not to wear, if you're in a gathering where you know that a lot of people are not going to dress so flashy. I think that it boils down to you just telling yourself to tone it down a bit, so that the next person isn't feeling feeling lesser than they are or something, just because you are trying to shine your shine. Yes, shine your shine, but let's also consider the next person. All right, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you very much, my ladies.
My pleasure. You're welcome.
All right, guys. If you have any comments, if you'd like to add to the conversation, we are on YouTube at Dominican Media. Drop your comments in the comment section. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CFF on TV. I am Marianne Ushi. Catch me on Instagram at _Marianne Ushi. From Marianne, Evelyn, and Marianna. Remember, keeping
saints in jeans and shirts.
Bye.
Bye.